this tape. The Nets will be back next year. Giannis, you can live it up. Giannis, you can live it up however you want to live it up. Go to Chick-fil-A. Request that trade. I heard you at the press conference. Might want to request it to the Nets. Request it. Because you're not going back next year. You had the easiest route to the finals that I've almost ever seen.
Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Up Next Show. Before we get started, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tap the bell. All right, so obviously for today's episode, we're going to be recapping Game 6 that took place with the Suns and the Bucks, and also just the finals in general. But before we get started, I would just like to start by saying Lito previously stated that he had the Bucks in 7, and then Marcus previously stated that he had the Suns in 6.
Hey,
obviously, things didn't.
I was right about that 6 part.
Things didn't shake up the way people had things planned. So we're going to get into that and talk about how we feel about all of that. So I'll start by asking Delito. Delito, how do you feel?
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Now, look, as Marcus stated, yes, he was correct. But the Bucks won in 6, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful sight. I'm on the board. I've gotten 1 championship to Marcus's 2. Even though we shouldn't really give him credit for that Bucks Super Bowl because he hopped and hopped, but I let it slide. So I finally got on the board with 1. But look, let's get into the tape. Look, at this very point right now, injuries concerned, everything concerned, at this point, it's still debatable. But Giannis is debatable the best player in the league right now. KD's up there with him, and LeBron's up there with him.
Wait,
but Giannis,
we started this?
But Giannis had the mantle right now. He won the chip. He went through KD. I know Kyrie was hurt. I know Harden was hurt. But it was one-on-one, el mano, superstar versus superstar.
I'm not trying to catch your blasphemy.
And Giannis prevailed. Giannis, that's debatable though. But look, once LeBron retires, KD will be older, so it's not his league. Giannis is the face of the league once LeBron retires. Giannis will be the face of the league once LeBron retires. Now look, in my opinion, Giannis played the greatest closeout game in NBA Finals history. Now, look, there was Elgin Baylor in 1970s. I wasn't born and I didn't watch it. Marcus, you didn't watch it.
Don't tell me what you're talking about.
And don't tell me you watched highlights. Now, Jordan, yes,
I didn't watch
it. Jordan's game 6 against Utah's up there. Jordan had a spectacular game. But look, Giannis put up 50 points on 16 for 25 shooting, including 17 for 19 from the free throw line. That's 90%. Giannis was shooting lower than 60% from the series, from the free throw line. 14 rebounds and 5 blocks. He was all around dominant from the second they started the game. Now, look, you go watch the first quarter. They had combined for about 12 turnovers. It was bad basketball. Both teams were nervous. They were scared. I tweeted out, Giannis needs to assert himself. He needs to get to the bucket, get easy layups, get easy dunks, and go to the free throw line. Get Aiden in some foul trouble. Because everyone was tight. Everyone was nervous. Nerves were high, and they were just bricking. The shots were too hard coming off the rim. But look, Giannis did that. He got his buckets. Aiden got in foul trouble, and Giannis started cooking. The Suns made a run, led at halftime. Giannis put up 20 in the third quarter, and Bucks never looked back. The Suns should be happy, though, because look, you know why? They weren't picked here. My co-hosts, Marcus and Kaylee, both said that the Warriors were going to be better than the Suns. I was not that high on the Warriors this year, as y'all know. But
yeah. Whoa. I got something to say after this.
Okay, I'll let you go after this.
You're pushing me towards LeBron.
I always knew the Suns were going to be good. Now I had them. Nobody could have predicted us as 2 seed. I had them as a 4 through 7 seed. But look, they proved the doubters wrong. They made the finals. They did blow a 2-0 lead because Budenholzer, I'll talk about that later, outcoached Monty Williams throughout the series. Budenholzer outcoached them. But look, CP3's legacy got knocked just a little bit, because if he won a ring, he would have that 5 spot in point guards all the time, solid. So he would have it to himself.
But the 3 spot.
But look, now it's debatable. Don't stop blasphemy. Look, okay. Hold on. His legacy's knocked a little bit because he has blown 4 2-0 leads. That's the most ever by a single player in NBA history. So that's his knock on him. CP3, when he's up 2-0, he can't seem to win.
Don't care.
Hold on, Kelly, real quick. Top 5 point guards.
Marcus,
Curry,
hang on.
Isaiah
You
Thompson,
don't.
Isaiah Thomas, Oscar Robinson, and then that 5 spot between Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, CP3, and John Stockton. And if you want to throw Kyrie and Westbrook up there, they're all battling for that 5 spot. But it's not CP3's throne no more.
So after a 5-minute opening take, I think we're ready to turn it into the hands of Marcus. I know Marcus is going to start by having something to say about LeBron, as usual. But
I want you to admit that you're wrong.
But
that
let's not forget, we're talking about the Suns and the Bucks, not LeBron, not the Lakers, not the Warriors, not the Nets. So let's stay on topic.
I was about to cry, bro, because actual heck. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Let's stop it, bro. Let me just give my take. Oh my, I need to hold up, bro. I would just like to say this. Congratulations to Giannis. An inconsistent Chris Middleton. Congratulations. Y'all are not going back next year. Y'all live it up while you can. It's a few months to the NBA starts back again. And the Nets are back. Now I will say this. Chris Paul, yeah, you solidified your spot at that top 3-point guard. I see Delito's face. You solidified it. Bro, because when I say top 3-point guard, I'm not counting in accolades. I'm not counting in stuff like this. Chris Paul played well. It's not this fault that Devin Booker shooting 0 for 7 and getting clamped up by Holiday. Come on, Devin Booker. Isn't he supposed to be the new Kobe?
That was Chris Paul a few games ago.
I understand that he's the first.
Okay, but hang on.
Did I stop you? I understand that he's the first team all defensive player. But come on, Devin Booker. You shot inefficiently. I didn't like that. And Holiday clamped you up. But I will say this. Coming into next season, I don't have the Bucks as a favorite. I did like what Giannis did. He was dominant. And if we want to put it in consideration of top 3 player in the league, no, top 4 player, I could say LeBron, Curry, and Kevin Durant are all 3 better than Giannis right now. But if you might want to put him at that 4th spot over, I don't know, Anthony Davis, a fully healthy Anthony Davis, that could be debated. But I will say this, like I was about to say, this tape, the Nets will be back next year. Giannis, you can live it up. Giannis, you can live it up however you want to live it up. Go to Chick-fil-A. Request that trade. I heard you at the press conference. Might want to request it to the Nets. Request it. Because you're not going back next year. You had the easiest route to the finals that I've almost ever seen. You played the doo-doo Heat that don't even have a compared to the least, or even a top 10 player, even a top 20 player, barely a top 20 player in the league. You played the hurt Nets. That should have booted you out if Katie was a foot size smaller.
But he wasn't.
You better be lucky you were the size 17. And then you played a young player in Trae Young who didn't even have a consistent 2 on a consistent basis. His 2s were changing between John Collins, Herter, anybody on any given night. Congratulations, Giannis. But I will say this: I want no slander on the Suns' name. This is the same team that knocked LeBron out. This is the same team that swept the NBA. I don't want no slander on the Suns' name. Now I will feel bad for CP3 because I don't see him getting to the finals next year. I see the Clippers getting there next year. I really do. Because Schroeder apparently took Punk out of his bio. I don't see him coming back to the Lakers. Apparently that was the least of X factor. I don't see it happening. I see them Clippers coming back. I see Kawhi coming back to the Clippers. But if Kawhi come back, the Suns
Kawhi may be out for the whole year.
The Suns don't come
ACL.
Oh, Kawhi?
Kawhi may be out for the whole year. Don't give me that he's coming back. He may come back by the playoffs, but he's out for the whole year.
If he comes back by the playoffs, I still have the Clippers. I have the Clippers.
You see what happens when a good team goes to a 7th seed or 8th seed or 6th seed.
I had the Clippers going to. I had the Clippers winning the West. I had the Clippers and Nets in 5.
So even without Kawhi playing, you have the Clippers.
No, you just said Kawhi could come back by playoffs. I said if he comes back by playoffs.
So no Kawhi for a full 82 games. You still have the Clippers making the finals.
I still have them making the playoffs, and then Kawhi coming back, and I have them making the finals. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay, so
yes. LeBron's getting out, and I will say this: hot take. Hey, Kaylee, write this down. Put it in your notes right now. Camera, zoom in on me. I want the camera on me right now. LeBron will go out in the first round again next
Okay.
year. Remember, I said it. What's today's date? It's the 21st of July. LeBron will go out first round of the playoffs next year. Remember this. We'll put this in a video later down next year. Remember this. Remember what I said. Put the camera back to regular and close the video.
So basically, from my takeaways from this whole series in general, I just feel like the Suns in game 4 and 5 shot over 50% from the field and still ended up losing, which is kind of an issue.
When you're basically best player on the team shooting.
And I also feel like the Bucks, in a way, the Bucks just took way more shots in general, and that's why they're out. That's one of the main reasons why this was their outcome.
Chris Middleton won a
Now look,
he still has no struggle. He still has no struggle. Like I still.
Can we let Kaylee finish? Can we let Kaylee finish?
And I was just gonna say, I feel like Giannis and Chris waited for this for so long. Well deserved, even though I underestimated the Suns. They did very well in this whole entire
We're not gonna talk about if the Warriors are fully healthy. They had a chance to go.
Marcus, what are you talking about?
They had a chance to make a run. We're not gonna talk about how they almost beat LeBron. Wait, what do you mean? What I'm talking about? If Wiseman was there, Clay was there, what are you talking about? We're beating LeBron in the play. LeBron's not even making the play.
Okay, let's get back on topic.
What are we talking? Let's stop it. Come on. The Suns were good, but I'm just saying, Warriors are fully healthy. They're making it to the
Marcus, this is not about the Warriors. It's not about the Nets. It's not about the Lakers. Okay, this is back to about the Suns.
Thank you. Kaylee, let me get the last point, and then we can wrap it up.
No.
Marcus, give Giannis his credit, because when your superstar had a chance to win the series, he lost.
And when my superstar,
wait. It's my turn.
Your superstar.
I wasn't giving you a question. I wasn't giving you a question. I was telling you. So look. The Bucks earned this ring. I'm giving them full props because everyone got injured. Everyone had to deal with it. And Giannis, let's not talk about how he hyperextended his knee and was back in 2 games. Giannis. Not the Bucks. The Bucks, I like how they took the championship home. They enjoyed it. They earned it. Enjoy it. The Suns couldn't come through. They blew a 2-0 lead. I don't feel bad for Chris Paul. He had the championship in his grasp, and he couldn't come through. The Bucks did what they're supposed to do, capitalize when everybody else can't, and they won this ring.
Okay, well, after these amazing takes and this amazing
don't ever try to compare episode like that again. My superstar has proven. Giannis, he went the easy.
He proven what? Giannis took the hard way out and won by himself. KD hasn't won. KD has 2 rings, 2 Finals MVP. But can he lead a team? No.
Was he the best player on that team?
Did he
play
lead the team?
Better competition than Giannis will ever? Did Giannis play? Yes. Kaylee close.
I think we have to give credit to Giannis.
Single-handedly almost knocked Giannis out the playoffs.
Give credit to Giannis because not
many people
would have been able to do what he
did. Doesn't wear size 16.
But he does, and KD doesn't have a 3rd ring because of Giannis.
He wears a size 17.
Okay, we're gonna close the episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tap the bell. We'll see you guys later.